Dialogue definitely matters, but the onus is not only on India. The onus is also on Pakistan. कहते हैं कि ये भी क्या कम है कि दोनों का बरम कायम है, उसने बख्शिश नहीं की, हमने गुजारिश नहीं. What happened on 22nd April is the darkest chapter in the history of Jammu and Kashmir and of this country. And nobody can guarantee that such an incident cannot happen again. Because there is an element of anger, an element of alienation, an element of isolation in the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And I hope that that is addressed Kashmiri, a Muslim, and an Indian. I feel I would be the last person to suggest war, or my party. National Conference has all along been advocate of a dialogue. But I'll tell you something, and I'll start with Ahmed Ali Faraz. एक कलाम है उनका. वो कहते हैं कि ये भी क्या कम है कि दोनों का बरम कायम है, उसने बख्शिश नहीं की, हमने गुजारिश नहीं. This is the stalemate that we are facing right now. Please understand that there is nothing to add to the problems that India and Pakistan face right now. But we saw war. We saw almost we were on the brink of the war. But ultimately, again, everybody feels that dialogue is the only way. When OP Shah Saab, you convene a meeting like this, it, like I said earlier, it's a brave step. But where are we going after this? Do you think this is an appropriate time for India and Pakistan to talk? Sadly, I'll say no. But does India and Pakistan have to talk? Definitely yes. So the point is how? Where will it start? If it starts from this rule, I would be the happiest person. But you know, and everybody knows that things are pretty bad at the moment in the ground. But let's agree to the fact that Operation Sindoor is still on. Nobody can deny it. We are on a brink of a war anyway. What happened on 22nd April is the darkest chapter in the history of Jammu and Kashmir and of this country. And nobody can guarantee that such an incident cannot happen again. So, how do we do? How do we go ahead? I think there are two important things, and I'll just add. I know I'm on timer, but we must agree that India and Pakistan, while there are two dimensions of Jammu and Kashmir. One is the internal dimension, and the second is the external dimension. Just briefly, I'll talk about the internal dimension. What happened on 2019 has still not been addressed. Leave apart, I just come from Srinagar just now, and I had a flash on my phone that a political party was not allowed to come out to even protest for something like a statehood. And we are talking about a dialogue between India and Pakistan. How do we do that? Then, the unresolved question of 2019. I know it is an internal thing between Jammu and Kashmir and New Delhi, but that also needs to be addressed because there is an element of anger, an element of alienation, an element of isolation in the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And I hope that that is addressed as soon as possible. But now let me go to the external part of it, and that is the dialogue between India and Pakistan. There is still, no matter how much the government in Delhi may feel that there should never be a dialogue, but hasn't the Home Minister of this country in the Parliament said that we have to discuss the other part of Kashmir, we have to discuss Gilgit, we have to discuss Baltistan. So if all of these things have to be discussed, you have to come to the table. Dialogue definitely matters, but the onus is not only on India. the onus is also on Pakistan. I think I'll repeat the point that when 22nd April happened, and after that, the aftermath of that, I think Pakistan needs to do more than what it has been doing.